And I'll come back to Pakistan. Their economy is an accountant's nightmare. A whole lot of loans, but very little income. As they say, the books are all over the place. What Pakistan needs is fiscal prudence, wise and mature policies. Instead, the government is splurging on propaganda and their target is Kashmir. Pakistan has long been calling October 27th a black day for Kashmir. We call it alternative history, or in simpler words, fake news. I'll tell you the real story. On the 22nd of October in 1947, Pakistani proxies invaded Kashmir. They looted villages, they massacred Kashmiris. It is the darkest chapter in the history of Kashmir. So what happened on the 27th of October? That's when the Indian Army intervened. The Maharaja of Kashmir signed the Instrument of Accession. The next day, the Indian Army was deployed to defend Kashmir. This is what happened in 1947, the real history. But for decades, Pakistan has been trying to alter these events to portray the Indian Army's arrival as the Black Day. It hasn't worked for all these years, and it won't work this time. But let me tell you what the plan is. Pakistan is asking its foreign missions to observe a Black Day on the 27th of October. All missions have been asked to make plans, a list of activities, the budget, the whole works. On Monday, members of the Pakistani parliament will be briefed on the proposed activities. The foreign ministry has labelled this as top priority, more like misplaced priorities. Officials are desperately writing letters to the foreign ministry. They need to get funds approved. And here's one such request for $1,000. In this case, it was sanctioned. But this is money that Pakistan does not have. Global lenders are wary about dealing with Islamabad, and rightly so. On Thursday, the Financial Action Task Force, or the FATF, decided to retain Pakistan in the grey list. They want to see further action against terror suspects. We say, don't hold your breath. Pakistan is getting cozy in that grey list. Plus, they now have company. Turkey has joined Pakistan on the same list. I know allies tend to have similar policies, but this is uncanny. The Pakistan government is in no shape to fund a propaganda campaign. In fact, they are in no shape to run a country. Reports say Pakistan will need $51.6 billion of outside financing in the next 2 years. $51.6 billion in 2 years. Without this money, the country could collapse. And things are moving in that direction. The World Bank says Pakistan's foreign debt has increased by 8%. It is among the top 10 nations with the most amount of foreign debt. What are Pakistan's options here? Can China help them? Well, not really. Their own economy is about to blow up. The debt crisis has revealed the fault lines in China's lending spree. What about the IMF, the International Monetary Fund? Reports say Pakistan is trying to strike a new deal with the IMF. Again, no guarantee there. This is a do-or-die moment for Pakistan. Either tighten the purse strings or brace for impact. Islamabad is doing neither. They're spending money they do not have. This whole Kashmir Black Day narrative has already been rejected. And they're pouring money into a dead campaign. Let me tell you why. These pictures are from Dhaka. More than 100 people gathered to observe Kashmir Black Day. This happened today in Bangladesh's capital, October 22nd, not October 27th. And that's why we say this is a failed campaign. But Pakistan doesn't seem to mind. Failed or not, they plan to keep spending money on this. The rising extremism, the rising debt, the terror attacks, nothing can dissuade Islamabad from this doomed campaign. It's a billion-dollar hunt for Bigfoot. And we know how that one ends. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.